Hello, and welcome to another beautiful day and another beautiful creation. Today, we are looking at December 27th, 2022, and recording date for this is March 27th, 2023. I made two this day, both gorgeous, but we're going to do the second one of the day. So this one really aligns with the project in many ways. Speaking my mind, I am becoming more comfortable with speaking my mind, having opinions and having strong opinions and wanting to express them and not dimming myself because suppression, and that has happened my entire life. It didn't do me any good. It never got me into any good situations. So we should speak our mind. We're meant to have opinions. There's 8+ billion of us on this planet that we know of, and each one is so uniquely different. We think differently. We should speak our minds. We should speak up, obviously in a kind, respectful way. That way, the more voices that are expressed, the more we can get in tune with who we really are as a collective together. Consistency is more important than perfection. It's the everyday. It's doing something on a regular basis for you. I do have some creations up on here more recently that I'm like, what is this? But there's still consistency because it's being done. And that also kind of leads to a self-freedom because self-discipline, which we're working on that. Consistency is more important than perfection because perfection doesn't exist. We're not meant to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. So if we keep sitting there trying to make something perfect, it's not gonna happen. Even this project, oh my god, it's just turned into so many different things. And there was a point in time I was actually sitting there writing stuff out, and I'm like, what? And none of that made sense. It's a lot of the stuff I to speak about already, but it was so structured and it didn't flow with what was meant to be, I suppose. And I let myself free. I was like, F it, I'm just gonna do it, and here we are. Another thing that I have to remind myself constantly, just because it's taking time doesn't mean it's not happening. Things take time. You know that song, the only time? Well, I'm not giving it the best representation, but that song, it says, hold on, let's actually look up the lyrics of that song, shall we? Only time. Oh dear. I think it's Enya. Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time. Time's complicated. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Like, it's not linear, but like we need to pass through time. Time can be traveled. It's a dimension, but it doesn't exist out of here. You know, there's a lot of parts to it. Who can say when the roads meet? Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And a lot of times I believe we have an idea of what we want to do, how we want it to play out. The life just has its own plans, and it's like, not today. For me, personally, the more I lean into the unknown and kind of relinquish control of having things go the way I think they should go, it works out better. The more I try to plan, sometimes things take a lot of time. I've been in a personal transformation there's so many layers to it. That's the thing, right? It started 9 years ago, and I think more intensely in the past 3-4 years. And it takes time. It takes time for your outside world to catch up with your inside world. And if the inside world moves really fast, you gotta be patient and let the outside reality catch up with it. And it can be really impatient. We can really think we're going crazy. But it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. And just because it doesn't look like it, doesn't feel like it, and just because it's taking time doesn't mean it's not happening. Good things come with time. Good things take time. There's no shortcut to success. It's not very stable and it's not sustainable. if it is the quick fix solution. True change takes time. And as a lot of us step up and start voicing our opinions more and speaking our mind more and demanding justice for what's right and for human rights, basic human rights, and to protect our planet, to protect ourselves, to protect our voices, our freedom of speech, our freedom of choice, it's going to take time. Things don't happen overnight, but we gotta keep dreaming, we gotta keep believing. And oh my god, her swinging with the little birdies under the dream is so cute. I love to swing. It's just the air, the wind in my face is fun. Having windows down in a car, similar vibes, but swinging is just a whole different kind of fun. And I think this kind of reflects back to yesterday's post, the 26th, with the duality of it all, the complicated, the darkness, the depth of the web of what life is, but also the other aspect of it, the love, the lightness. It's all within us, and it's all within our reality. Stars, we love us some stars. Even the stars reflect that, the black and the white, the yin and the yang. And even if things we can't see where it's going or get a picture or idea, but we feel it's right and we feel we're doing what we're meant to do. That's our instinct. That's our body talking to us. And there's been a lot of programming against that. We haven't been taught how to tune into it properly, but every day is a new day and we can change that starting today. Just takes a couple minutes. If we keep putting it off to tomorrow never comes. Yes? So let's not be discouraged with things taking time. We just gotta keep believing that we're doing what's right and keep being consistent with it. Perfection does not exist. It's something we shouldn't strive for. Peace, love, happiness, health, financial freedom. Those are things I believe would be more aligned. Without our health, we have nothing. Without our peace and happiness, life can be not that fun, not that great. We all go through it in some way, shape, or form, and it's about us creating that for ourselves. With consistency, with practices, meditation. They call meditation a practice because we have to be consistent with it. Patience is a practice because we have to be consistent with it. Everything's a practice because it takes consistency. Let's be consistent. Let's speak our minds. Let's practice some patience. Let time play its part and keep dreaming and believing because there is hope for our beautiful future. Here's to you. Here's to me. Here's to us. Here's to our beautiful tomorrow together. Until we meet again. Okay, bye.